Hola, welcome to my channel. If you want to speak Spanish from your first lesson, then you're in the right place. I guarantee that you'll achieve this goal after watching this video. So let's not waste time and get started. So, today we're going to talk about personal information. It's datos personales in Spanish and how you share your personal information with others. So, we're going to talk about how you say your name, age, nationality, address, occupation, all that kind of stuff in Spanish. So, first of all, here are some keywords that you might want to know and might want to use in some settings in life, such as el documento de identidad, which is the ID. It's called DNI, DNI in Spanish, which stands for Documento Nacional de Identidad. You have el CV, which is the resume, your resume. El abono, which is the subscription for the bus, or el tren, which is the train. El pasaporte is the passport, and la tarjeta is the card. It can be a university card, la tarjeta de la universidad, o la tarjeta de la biblioteca, which is your library card or so. So these are some keywords that you can use and now understand. A little fact about Spanish, culture, I don't know what we can call it, is that they have two last names. They take the last name of their father and the last name of their mother, which is not very common in a lot of other countries. So this person's name is Javier Garcia Pons. Javier is el nombre. El nombre means name, so Javier is his name. Apellidos is last name, so he has two apellidos, Garcia y Pons. So Garcia is el apellido del padre, is the last name of his father. Es su primer apellido. This means that it's his first last name. His second last name, su segundo apellido, is Pons. And Pons is the last name of his mother, de la madre. So this is why he has two last names, Javier Garcia Pons. So, when you meet someone and you want to know their name, you can ask them, ¿Cómo te llamas? And we've seen this couple of things in another video. I will link it if you want to watch it. And how do we respond to ¿Cómo te llamas? We say, Me llamo Javier Garcia Pons. This man is introducing himself by telling us, my name is Javier Garcia Pons, or you can just say, Me llamo Javier, which means my name is Javier, without saying your last name. Now, when it comes to el apellido, which is the last name, how do we ask this question? We say, ¿Cómo te apellidas? ¿Cómo te apellidas? Which means, what's your last name? And he's going to answer, Me apellido Garcia Pons. Or you can just say Garcia Pons. So he's saying, my last name is Garcia Pons, or just Garcia Pons. Or we can ask it, we can ask this question in another form, saying, ¿Cuál es tu apellido? ¿Cuál es tu apellido? Which means the same thing. What's your last name? And he's going to answer, Mi apellido es Garcia Pons. So when you want to answer this question, you say, Mi apellido es, and you say your last name, which means my last name is. You can, if you're Spanish or if you have two last names, you can say this phrase over here, Mi primer apellido es Garcia y mi segundo apellido es Pons, which means my first last name is Garcia and my second last name is Pons. So if you have two last names, you can use this phrase. Now we're talking about la nacionalidad. La nacionalidad, which is your nationality. So this man is Spanish. Su nacionalidad es española. So he's Spanish. How do we ask him about his nationality? We say, ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? Where are you from? So you answer this question, Soy de España. This means I am from Spain. Or you say, Soy español, which means I am Spanish. We're going to upload a video about nationalities later on, so you can learn them and use your nationality. If you're not Spanish, you have to use the right term. So We can ask him in another form, ¿cuál es tu nacionalidad? ¿Cuál es tu nacionalidad? Which means what's your nationality? Or ¿de qué nacionalidad eres? ¿De qué nacionalidad eres? Which means the same thing basically. What's your nationality? So he's going to answer Española. He's Spanish. His nationality is Spanish. So now we're going to talk about la edad, which means age. So he is 19 years old, 19 años. So how do we ask him about his age? We say, ¿cuántos años tienes? ¿Cuántos años tienes? Or, ¿qué edad tienes? ¿Qué edad tienes? Which means, how old are you? In both cases, he's going to say, tengo 19 años. Tengo means I have. So that's how we say it. But if you want to translate it into English, it would be I'm 19 years old. Localidad. What's localidad? It means location, where he lives. For example, he lives in Alicante, which is a city in Spain. How do we ask him about this? We say, ¿Dónde vives? ¿Dónde vives? Which means where do you live? Or, ¿en qué ciudad vives? ¿En qué ciudad vives? Which means in what city you live, in which city you live. He's going to say, vivo en Alicante. Vivo en Alicante. Vivo means I live. So he's saying, I live in Alicante. Now, la gente puede vivir en el pueblo o la ciudad. What does this mean? We're saying that people can live in el pueblo, which means the countryside, or la ciudad, which means the city. Now, if you want to ask him about his phone number, el teléfono, how do we ask this question? We say, ¿Tienes número de teléfono? ¿Tienes número de teléfono? We're asking him if he has a phone number. And he asked us a question back. He said, ¿Móvil o fijo? ¿Móvil o fijo? He's asking us if we're talking about a landline phone number or a cell phone number. So we told him, móvil, por favor. Móvil, por favor, which means cell phone, please. So he's going to say, yes. Yes, sure. This means, sí, claro, es el 620291053. Entonces, this means he said it is, and he gave us his phone number. We're going to upload a video teaching you the numbers so you would be able to understand numbers in Spanish and be able to give out your number in Spanish too. So, the phrase in yellow says, hay dos tipos de teléfono, fijo, casa y móvil. What does this mean? We're saying that we have two types of telephones. We have el fijo, teléfono fijo, which means that we, the landline, the one we find in house at our home in casa, and the other one, el móvil, which is our cell phone. So you can ask for both phone numbers, el móvil o el fijo. Now, we're going to talk about correo electrónico. Correo electrónico, which means the email. How do we ask about his email? We say, ¿cuál es tu correo electrónico? ¿Cuál es tu correo electrónico? Or, ¿cuál es tu email? ¿Cuál es tu email? In both cases, we're asking him, what's your email? So he's going to tell us his email. javiga-way@yahoo.com. So, in yellow, you have how we actually say like the at, it's arroba. The underscore means barra baja o guión bajo. Then we have guión, and then we have punto. So now you can use these to actually incorporate them in your email, in your correo electrónico, and say it in Spanish. Now we have two ways of asking these questions. Whether you're talking to your friend or whether you're talking to someone like your boss or someone you have a formal relationship with, we have two types of questions. So basically we're going to start with the informal way, el informal, and we use tú. So we say, ¿Cómo te llamas? That's for what's your name. ¿De dónde eres? Where are you from? ¿Cuál es tu dirección? Where do you live? ¿Cuántos años tienes? How old are you? Now, if we're asking the same questions but in a formal way, using usted, we're going to say, ¿Cómo se llama? What's your name? ¿De dónde es usted? Where are you from? ¿Cuál es su dirección? Where do you live? ¿Cuántos años tiene usted? How old are you? So you can use both options depending on who you're talking to. So this is like a resume of everything we've seen put in one text. You can apply it to your own information, personal information, and write it down as such. I'm going to read it and then I'm going to explain it. Me llamo Javier García Pons. Tengo 19 años. Soy de España. Vivo en Alicante, en la calle del Castillo número 3, piso 5, escalera A. Mi código postal es 45021. Mi teléfono es 9611000198. Y mi correo electrónico es javiga_yahoo.com. So this means this Javier guy is telling us, my name is Javier García Pons. I'm 19 years old. I am from Spain. I live in Alicante, in the street of Castillo. Street number is 3, in the 5th floor. His postal code, I guess that's how you say it in English, and he gave us the number 45,021, and his phone number is, and he gave us his phone number, and then at last he gave us his email. So this is how you put all this information in one block, in one text. You can now use them, you can memorize them, you can give your personal information to someone who's asking for it. So here we have like another other examples about another person. His name is Paco. We have other information. You can read it. You can try analyzing what does these things mean. If you have any questions, comment down below and we'll be glad to help you. And here we have another example for another person giving out their personal information. Her name is Maria. You can read the information given and try to guess what she's saying, and if her personal information aligns with yours. So here you have some sort of exercise. What questions would you give these pictures? We have these pictures and you're going to try to guess what question would you attribute to these pictures, asking for personal information. You can do this exercise and then check for your answers. It would help you a lot. Being able to share personal information about yourself is important, but if you really want to start a conversation as a native Spanish speaker, without hesitation, check out the next video. Thanks for watching, like this video, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on for more videos. Thank you so much. Adios.